Well, first you have to have a big coin, like this one. Jonny dug into his bundle for his old brass coin. This one's not worth anything here, but it works good for this game. Jonny got off his chair, knelt down on the floor, and set the coin on its edge, holding it upright with his left index finger. First, you take the coin, like this, and you set it spinning, he said as he flicked the edge of the coin with his right index finger. Then, you see who can keep the coin from falling over the longest. As he spoke, the coin spun, winking in the light from the candles. After a few seconds, the spinning slowed and it fell to the floor. My trick, Jonny continued, is that I can keep it spinning longer than anybody else can. He set the coin up again and flicked it as he did before, only this time he hit it harder and spun it faster. Jonny put his hands on his knees as he knelt before the coin and stared at it with intense concentration. Initially, the coin slowed as it had before, but then the spin began to stabilize. The coin continued to spin, and it neither sped up nor slowed down, but stayed spinning in the same place at the same rate for a very long time. After several minutes of this had passed, the master spoke up.
That's enough, Jonny. That is a very good trick. You can let it fall down now.
Jonny let out a sigh of relief. He had not moved a muscle since he placed his hands on his knees, and there were beads of sweat on his forehead. As soon as he relaxed, the coin began to slow and wobble. Within seconds, it fell to the floor. Wow, that was hard. I don't think I've ever kept on going for that long.
That was good, Jonny, the master said. May I see the coin that you used?
Sure. Everyone says it isn't worth anything here. That's the only reason I've got it. The master picked up the coin and examined it very carefully.
Can you do it with other coins? Or is it only this one?
I can do it with just about any coin, said Jonny, but it's easier if it's bigger and heavier. I did get a gold piece once, and it was really easy, but I only got to do that once.
Well, Jonny, you may not know it, but you have just made me a very happy man.
Why?
Because you have just proven to me that my feelings were right. You can do magic. And if you can do it with this with no training, I have great hopes for what you can do once you have received some.
You mean I just did magic? Jonny stared at Master Silurian with disbelief.
Yes you did, Jonny. Not only that, but you did it in a way I never would have thought to do. I could not have done it the way you did until I saw you do it just now. You have already just shown me something new. I thank you.
Jonny was stunned. He had done magic. He had also done something the greatest wizard in the land said that he could not have done. You really mean you couldn't have done that trick that I just did?
Jonny, I could have made the coin spin. However, the type of magic I would have used to do it would have been completely different from the way you did. It would have taken me more to get set up. Of course, the way I would have set it up, it would still be spinning there now. Once I started it spinning, I would also not have had to concentrate on it as you did. But, as I say, that would have been a completely different kind of magic. What you did, I have never seen done that way before. You truly are a natural magician.
Jonny sat back on his heels, amazed and confused. He had no idea that he had been doing magic. It made him feel the best that he's ever felt since before his parents passed. It made him feel, for once, happy. The master got up from his chair and headed for the door.
Come, it is time for dinner. We will eat and see if we can't get some flesh on those bones of yours. I will also introduce you to the other apprentices and the journeymen.
With that, he held the door for Jonny. The master locked the door behind him. They walked down the corridor towards the sounds of many voices and the smell of food that made Jonny's mouth water.